For our recurring segment of Body Talk, we bring in body language expert Patti Wood. Patti, thank you very much, as always. I don't know about you, when I watched Mike Pence there, and I know the former vice president pretty well, he does not seem very comfortable as the stand-up comedian.
Who's ever coaching him to try to be funny is not doing him any favors. It takes a setup, and part of that setup is nonverbal. You have to have a little bit of a smile. Let's get into this, the joke of this, and he can't do it. And his timing is always off. It's always delayed. He's always on slow motion anyway, but the big pause before the punchline just doesn't work.
Ron DeSantis has taken on this sort of new persona a little bit. And look, some people, and I know you consult with people to sort of help bring out their personalities, but he's done this thing now where he has a line, says the line, stops, and then there's two facial expressions he makes. Take a look.
Prices to go up, I'm going to take out this veto pen and I'm going to send it right back to them.
Ilya, you mentioned me in the question. I just want to address.
It's like a grimace and then a smile.
It's because it's an act. He has that great planned talking point, and a lot of times he can deliver it with strength, but then he's done and he doesn't know how to be. He doesn't know what he truly is feeling because he's masking so much of his true emotional state. So we see this nonverbal leakage in those weird, awkward mouth movements.
How much of this, and I thought Dana Perino said something that was really interesting, how much of this is people trying to be something other than what they are?
I think it's a lot of it, and we feel that. The limbic brain can read that lack of truth, and a lot of it has to do with when you truly are feeling something, you feel it in that limbic brain, you show it non-verbally, and then the words come out. So when somebody is planning and thinking of the words, they're over in the neocortex and everything doesn't come in sync. It's not smooth. And so we, in our bodies, as we're watching the debates, feel this awkwardness and discomfort because we know it's not sincere.
Okay, so the authenticity thing is real. Christie by many is called sort of a bully and a showman, and he plays that role on the debate stage. So we'll play a clip. You tell me whether this is of the authentic Christie.
Because they've done it. Vivek, put your hand down for a second, would you? I still got time, dude. So chill out.
Well, first he does that sort of first grade teacher fake sort of wave, but the true tell of who he is he does this snort and this glare of anger afterwards, showing his real disrespect. There was a lot of disrespect in all the candidates last night. So he was among many people that were showing disrespect and anger, but with that snort of his, that's him.
Did anybody out there, or does anybody out there, you said disrespect and anger, does anybody out there really portray true confidence? Is there anybody there who you said, wow, like...
Well, Nikki Haley was probably the best last night at that because she had a lot of a variety, actually, of sharp-edged gestures, and she did a lot of open body gestures where her hands came up and open. And typically, one of the reads we do of debates is who has more open up, higher gestures, and our brain reads that as they're more alpha. They have more power. So that showed her confidence. And also, in terms of gender-based differences, she had a lot of strength in her voice last night, which I found really
interestingly enough, the person who Donald Trump chose to attack the most last night and individually was Nikki Haley. And the person she went after was Vivek Ramaswamy. Take a listen.
TikTok is one of the most dangerous social media apps that we could have. And what you've got, I honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say.
Right.
That land?
And that's that, if of all the memorable talking points, that was memorable, but it wasn't a strong positive statement. It was memorable because it was so negative. But again, look at her gestures. They're up, open, fairly strong, and away from her body.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.